Cześć, ja mam na imię Marcin. Hi, my name is Marcin. I witajcie, and welcome. This video is part of the Chicopee Public Library's Polish Heritage series, and I want to tell you a tale about a stork and frogs. See, in Poland, storks are maybe the most popular or most liked animal. People love storks in Poland, and storks, they love living in Poland. There are more storks in Poland than any other place in the world. And they live in Poland, and they also live in Germany, and they live in Ukraine, and as far east as Kazakhstan. But in winter, they travel south to either India or to South Africa, and they settle there for winter, and in spring, they come back to Poland. And storks, you may know, eat frogs. But do you know why? There is a tale in Polish folklore that says that in the beginning of the world, when the world was created, God made all the creatures, but he was still deciding which ones to keep on earth and which ones to take away from earth. And one of the creatures that he created was frogs. And he also created lizards and all other reptiles. But at that point, there were no storks. God was not thinking about storks. And he wasn't sure about the frogs and the lizards. So he took them all into one big sack and tied it up and left it and told all the people not to touch the sack while he decides what to do with those animals. But there was a young boy named Wojtek, and Wojtek was very curious. And despite being told not to, he went up to the sack and he wanted to peer inside and see what's in there because he had no idea. So he slowly untied the sack and opened it, and as soon as it was opened, all the frogs and all the lizards jumped out and scattered all over the place. And seeing that, God said, "Well, Wojtek, I asked you not to open the sack, and you did it anyway." And he turned Wojtek into a stork, and he said, "It is now your responsibility to gather up all the frogs in the world, and you shall do it from this point on onward." And to this day, you can see storks in shallow waters waiting for frogs to eat for breakfast. And then there is a song in Polish called Była sobie żabka mała, which means there was once a little frog. So the Polish word for frog is żaba. Can you say żaba? And when we want to say little frog, we say żabka. So this song is a story of a little frog who didn't listen to her mommy, and when mommy said, "Beware of the stork," she didn't really pay attention. And she liked to go bouncing around all over the place, and all the other frogs were impressed because she was great at bouncing around. And when you're a frog, that's really important. So she was happy with her bouncing, and she bounced around all over the place. And one morning, she caught 7 flies, and she had them for breakfast. And then she decided to lie down on the grass and have a nap. And in the meantime, a stork came up, and he went hum, and he gobbled them up, or he gobbled her up. And that was Wojtek catching a frog. So I want to sing the song to you, and I hope you'll help me. And you know how in English frogs say ribbit? Well, in Polish they say rere kum kum. So can you help me? Can you say rere kum kum? Thank you. So the way this song is set up is that I sing one line, and then we all sing rere kum kum, and then I sing another line, and we all sing rere kum kum bends. And bends is a bounce or a fall. It's a sound of that bounce. Bends. So when I start Była sobie żabka mała, And can you all join me? Rere kum kum, która mamy nie słuchała. Rere kum benz. Alright, so now that you know how it goes, let's sing it together. Była sobie żabka mała, rere kum, która mamy nie słuchała, rere kum benz. Na spacery wychodziła, rere kum, innym żabkom się dziwiła, rere kum benz. Ostrzegała ją mamusia, rere kum, by zważała na bociusia, rere kum benz. So her mommy just told her, beware of the stork, uważaj na bociusia. A na brzegu stare żaby, rere kum, rajcowały jak te baby, rere kum benz. Now you may notice there's a bee flying around and it's trying to be good friends with me. And in Poland, people believe that the bee is one of only 2 animals that has a soul. So I want to be good friends with the bee and not scare her or not frighten her or not attack her. Alright, let's continue with the song. Jedna drugiej w ucho kwacze, rere kum, jak ta mała pięknie skacze, rere kum benz. Zjadła żabka 7 muszek, rere kum, i na trawie gładzie brzuszek, rere kum benz. Przyszedł bocian niespodzianie, rere kum, połknął żabkę na śniadanie, rere kum benz. So now the frog came and gobbled up the frog. So now all the other frogs are crying. Teraz wszystkie żabki płaczą, rere kum, że jej więcej nie zobaczą, rere kum benz. Tej piosenki morał znamy, rere kum, trzeba zawsze słuchać mamy, rere kum benz. So the moral of the story is, we have to listen to mommies. That's the end. Koniec. I dziękuję. I really hope you enjoyed this song and maybe you'll want to sing it more often and maybe even learn it. Cześć. Bye.